to my channel, Abiding in Him Daily. I'm Erika, and today I have a really quick, kind of lighthearted video for you. This is inspired by the lovely Sarah Criddle from Mrs. Criddle's Kitchen. She did a post on some of the things that she loves about being a trim, healthy mama that doesn't have to do with weight loss, and I thought, what a good subject. So I decided to come up with 10 things that I love about being a trim, healthy mama that are not directly related to the weight loss. I mean, I've talked about my weight loss, how many pounds, what I eat, that type of thing, but there are some other things that I have not discussed as frequently. So I'd love to share those things here with you guys. And I hope you guys do like the video. Please do. If you do, give it a thumbs up for me. And I have some other videos coming for you, so stay tuned. First and foremost, I am most grateful to Trim Healthy Mama for my lower blood pressure. I have talked about this in a couple videos. I had high blood pressure beginning at the age of 30. I believe at that time it was a little bit more hereditary type thing. However, I know it was attributed to my diet as well. And so I did get put on medication at that time. I tried to go the natural route a couple times and was unsuccessful and had to continue to take my blood pressure medicine. But ever since, I have been a Trim Healthy Mama over the last 2 years. Maybe about 6 months in, I was able to kick the blood pressure pills, and I have been able to maintain that. So that is the first and foremost thing that I am ever grateful for, Trim Healthy Mama. The second thing I am so grateful for being a Trim Healthy Mama is hormonal balance. When I first started my journey, I was dealing with a lot of symptoms that had to do with my hormones being out of whack. Several female issues, and I did say that before, so those have definitely improved, if not some being eliminated. I was starting some symptoms of perimenopause, like night sweats, hot flashes, insomnia. So all of those things I have been able to kick. Now, and I even thought about it the other night because I used to have this lotion from Bath and Body Works, and I still have it. It's on my nightstand, but I used to need it nightly because I couldn't get to sleep. And it's one of those, it comes in a blue glass bottle, and it's to help you sleep. It's got like aromatherapy, lavender, and all that. And although it is great, I just don't need it anymore. And the lotion is pretty expensive. So I was thinking the other night how, I've spent that, I needed it. And so I would keep it replenished and everything. And now I don't use it, sitting on my nightstand collecting dust. So thank you, Trim Healthy Mama. Third thing, and this may sound so funny, but the third thing that I absolutely love about being a Trim Healthy Mama, due to the change in my body, I am able to paint my own toes with no problem. That was one of the biggest issues, either painting my toes or bending over. Because of my midsection, the girth that I had here in this area, it was so difficult to paint my toes, or even like trying to tie my shoes. I would be out of breath. I would feel pain and pressure in my head from trying to bend. And so I am so thankful because I can pull, and I might even pull it on up here for you guys. Look at that. Can you see my knee? And look at me. I'm breathing free. So yes, I'm so grateful for being able to paint my toes and tie my shoes and do it with ease. Now, the fourth thing that I love about being a Trim Healthy Mama as a result of being a Trim Healthy Mama is no migraines. I began suffering with migraine headaches as a teenager, and definitely I can attribute it mostly to sugar, my addiction to sugar. So being a Trim Healthy Mama with sugar being out of my life, I have been able to kick the migraines. Now, I will say this, I totally know it is definitely the way my body processes sugar. Now, I do have some sensitivity to smells and things like that that would trigger migraines, but that is not even as prevalent now. But I do know the times that I've gone off plan and just decide, okay, today I want to just treat myself and have a little bit of this, which I don't do very often. I immediately get a headache. It will either come an hour or two after, or definitely the next morning after indulging in something that's not on plan. I will wake up with a migraine. So I am so thankful. I stay away from cheating. First of all, there's no reason to, because we can have as many delicious, wonderful treats as we want as Trim Healthy Mamas. And you know, it's really a convenience thing. Sometimes when you're out and about, you might say, oh, well, they're having this, I'll have a little bite. Totally not worth it. I've been able to take those migraines and kick them to the curb. And I know it's sugar because I look at my children. All three of my children have that trait. They tend to get headaches, especially when they eat poorly. And, you know, as kids, they think they want things as a treat when it's really not good for them. And they always pay the price. They have that from mommy. They have headaches. And I am so, so thankful for Trim Healthy Mama because I have been able to kick my migraines. I have a little note here, so I'm just kind of reading. Oh, okay. The fifth thing that I love about being a Trim Healthy Mama as a result of my body changes, I have easier shopping experiences. And for those of you who haven't lost any pounds, but you are losing inches or you're feeling better, I will tell you, your shopping experiences are going to get better and better. Mainly because I can fit things that I like and I don't feel the struggle between trying on this size, that size, you know, and going in and out, being out of breath and being uncomfortable. So now, I mean, I can go in and pick up something, go in, it fits, it looks nice, and then I'm out the door. And then another thing too is I have the stamina to shop. So yay. This is number 6, and it is really, truly important to me. One thing that I love about being a Trim Healthy Mama is the community. This community of women and men is the most supportive, inspiring, hardworking, most beautiful community I've ever been a part of. Outside of maybe my church. I really, really love the community of people who are in the Trim Healthy Mama family. And I know it's a lot of men that have had success and they, you know, call themselves Trim Healthy Men, or I'm talking about them too. This community has been such an inspiration to me, and I will tell you, those that have come over to my YouTube channel or my Facebook like page, my Instagram, and have began communicating with me one-on-one have always been a complete joy. I love you guys so much, and it is truly, truly a blessing to have such wonderful people a part of the community that I love so much. And so whenever I'm on any of the Facebook pages or any of them, I mean the challenge page, the turtle page, there's plenty of Facebook groups for support. So if you have not plugged in yet to get yourself some type of support for the journey that you're on, I highly recommend it. The community is absolutely phenomenal. Okay, number 7. I totally appreciate being equipped to help others. A lot of times in the past, if you've lost weight, you know, you may have done a salad diet or tea, you know, drinking teas or drinking smoothies. But when it comes to knowing what your body needs, what fuels your body, what nutrients your body needs, how much protein your body needs, whatever it is that your body needs, a lot of times if you've been on those crash diets, you have nothing to say to another person besides, I took this. You may not even know why. But with Trim Healthy Mama, we get educated in so many areas, and it truly, truly equips us to be able to help other people. Whenever I have anybody ask me about my weight loss, I try to give them a 30-second rundown, but I always try to give them a way to communicate with me further in case they have questions, because we're always in a state of learning. And so when questions pop up, you need a resource in which you will be able to get an answer, and I try to be there for anyone that I pass along Trim Healthy Mama to, because I tell people everywhere I go, whenever I meet someone, I'm always telling them about Trim Healthy Mama. The 8th thing that I love about being a Trim Healthy Mama is having energy. Yes. Oh, you guys know that I have struggled. If you've watched my videos, you guys know I have struggled with adrenal fatigue. Oh my Lord. And as my body has continued to heal, I have had great success in the energy department. Like I said, I have stamina to shop. Before, my husband would do all of our grocery shopping, I would have to make lists because by the time he would get home in the evening, I just didn't have the stamina to go to the store. And maybe throughout the day I would do one store, but I was working on the phones. I was doing customer service at home, so I would be on the phones. By the time he got home and he wanted me to go shopping with him, I just didn't have the stamina. Now we have a regimen. On our day that we shop, we hit Costco, we hit the fruit and vegetable market, and then we hit the supermarket. And I've just recently been able to do all three. I used to do the Costco and the fruit and vegetable market, and then he would take me home, and then he would hit the grocery market and then come back. While he was at the grocery market, I would be unpacking everything and helping put everything away. The last 3 visits, I've been able to do all 3 stores, including putting the stuff away. Yes, that might not sound like a lot to someone, but for somebody like me who has suffered with adrenal fatigue, and I would literally have migraines every day, I would be nauseous all day, I would have to lay down in between my shifts on the phone because I was so tired. And after I got done working on the phones, I was not good for anything besides maybe a quick meal and then bed. And then I was so tired. And then think about this. You're so tired, you need rest. And then insomnia kicks in and you can't sleep. I am so thankful. So thankful, you guys. The 9th thing that I love about being a trim healthy mama is the freedom to eat delicious food and not have the guilt. I know that there are some people out there who understand where I'm coming from. I made some cheeseburger pie for a get-together at my parents' house, and then I had a visitor from a childhood visitor that came by because my parents still live in the home that I grew up in, and he was kind of like looking at all the food on the stove, and he was like, how do you feel about being around all this food like this, knowing that, you know, you've lost weight and you have to maintain that? I'm like, oh, I made this and I made that, and this is all stuff that helped me lose weight. He couldn't believe it. I guess because it just looked indulgent. It looked so good. He just couldn't believe that I was able to eat like that and still lose weight. So I am so thankful. If I have a sweet tooth, I can whip me up a nice sweet treat without the guilt. I don't have to worry about waking up with a migraine or the fact that my stomach is going to be so bloated that I'll be feeling sick and yucky the next day. I can have my sweet treats. I can give my children sweet treats and know that they are going to be healthy. So yay, yay, yay for Trim Healthy Mama, for all the wonderful food that we are able to eat. And just a little side note on that, Trim Healthy Mama has a new cookbook coming out this month. And for those who have not done any pre-orders, the pre-orders are just about ready to be sent out. But those who have not done pre-orders, you can go on Amazon and check out the new book. They have a new book and a short version, cookbook, and a short version of the plan. So 2 new books are coming out this month, and I hope you guys will check those out. I'll leave some links down below where you can check those out. Okay, and last but not least, number 10, my favorite thing about being a Trim Healthy Mama is the healing of my female issues. I kind of spoke on it a little bit in the beginning of the video. However, the issues that I was having, and you know, I don't know if it's any guys watching my videos, so I don't want to freak you out or anything like that, and it may be a little bit of TMI, but a lot of women who have suffered with female issues, they know what I'm talking about. Now, I've never had any infertility issues or anything like that. However, I haven't had any fibroid tumors or cysts, but I've had the progressive heavy bleeding and just 2 weeks worth of discomfort, bloating, soreness, nausea. I used to have 2 weeks out of every month that I would have headaches, nausea, bloating, cramping. Just, it would be a week before my cycle and then a week on my cycle that would just be absolute misery, even to the point where pain medicine did not help. I am so happy to say that my cycles have definitely shortened and lightened. Those issues, I even had a doctor that wanted to do a surgical procedure on me to help lighten up my cycle, and I opted not to because I've had a lot of surgeries. I've had 3 C-sections with my children. I had an emergency gallbladder removal surgery. I had a tubal ligation, and I had a finger surgery due to a deep cut that I had. So I had to have reconstructive surgery on one of my fingers. So at 40 years old, and to have all that, I think my last surgery was maybe at 30 or 29 years old. On top of that, having a couple episodes with kidney stones. I had it with a medical intervention, and if I don't ever have to have any more for the rest of my life, I will be all right. I would not argue about it, okay? So I'd like to do whatever I can to prevent that. So I did decline that surgical procedure at that time because I just had decided to try and get my life on the right track, and that was just right before I started Trim Healthy Mama, and I'm so happy to say that those problems that I was having have been alleviated. There is no need for a surgery. As long as I eat the way that I know I'm supposed to eat, my body definitely gives me the payoff for it, and I have smooth sailing throughout my cycle every month. So I hope this video was an encouragement to somebody out there. If you've been on plan, kudos to you. Keep it up. Don't just look at the scale. There are so many benefits to living a healthy lifestyle and doing something good for your body. And if you're considering Trim Healthy Mama, I highly recommend it. I've taken the last 2 years of my life and just talked about I've done video after video about how much I love this plan and how thankful I am that I found it. And you know, if you're curious about how to eat or anything like that, you can always reach out to me. I'd be happy to assist you. I did celebrate my 2-year Trimmiversary in July, so I do have a blog post and a video coming up on that. So you guys stay tuned about that and be looking for that video. I did launch my website in July, so you guys take a look at that. I'll put a link down below. I'll be adding recipes and more posts there very soon. So I appreciate all of your support and love. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't, please do click that button down below. It is for free, and your appreciation is very much, your participation and support is very much appreciated. Oh, and I had another milestone on my channel. I have now reached 1,000 subscribers on my channel, so for that I'm grateful. I think it's time for me to do a giveaway, so I'm going to accumulate some things. I do have some travel coming up soon, so I have to wait until I get back from that so I can get it all sorted out. But as soon as I do, you guys be looking for that. I love you guys so much, and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again. Bye.